Introduction of LFP 2400 2500 5000. Open the box of LFP 5000. Display of accessories. You will see the accessories inside the box. A file bag, a test report, a user manual, and a ground cable. A communication cable. Optional power cable. There is a pair of power cable for you to choose. This cables also support to series connection. Introduction of battery. LFP 2400. LFP 2500. LFP 5000. Our product supports parallel and series connection. The maximum can support 8S/8P. Let us to introduce the part of battery panel. There are two LEDs that display the operating status. Negative interface and positive interface. We will show you the power cable installation later. Inverter port of communication interface between battery and inverter. M/S port of communication interface between batteries. Communication DIP port. The grounding module. Wi-Fi module which can connect to Wi-Fi to configure mobile app. Introduction of DIP interface. SW1 CAN or RS485 communication. When CAN communication, SW1 on 1 and 2. When RS485 communication, SW1 on 3 and 4. SW21 communication between the batteries. 3. Communication between the battery and the inverter. 8. Distinguishing between series and parallel communication. When parallel connection, SW2 on 1 and 3. When series connection, SW2 on 1, 3 and 8. SW3. Set the battery address. SW4 and SW5 communication for battery between inverter. Reset Wi-Fi or GPS module configure. Installation of different cables. Display of power cable. Open the cover, install the power cable, and cover the uncovered port to prevent electric shock. Display of grounding cable. Display of communication cable. Installation of batteries. Unscrew the screw and remove the original accessory. Install support feet. For batteries are stacked as shown in the video. Grounding cable connection. Communication cable connection. When batteries are connected in series. Connect as shown in the video. The SW1/SW4/SW5 defined in inverter's user manual. The inverter that we are currently using is Lux Power for H3L CAN SW1 on 1 2 SW4 on 3 SW5 on 4th. When batteries are connected in parallel, connect as shown in the video. Display of different number of DIP models. Communication DIP of 1 or 2 machines in series and parallel. Communication DIP of 3 machines in series and parallel. Communication DIP of 4 machines in series and parallel. Communication DIP of 5 or 6 machines in series and parallel. Communication DIP of 7 or 8 machines in series and parallel. Battery wiring demonstration. The DC breaker needs to be connected between the battery and the inverter for safety. Connect the output of negative and positive to the DC breaker. Connect the output of the DC breaker to the inverter. The grid is connected to the AC side of the inverter via the distribution box. The photovoltaic module is connected to the photovoltaic side of the inverter through a switch. Connect the inverter's port of the battery to the BMS port of the inverter. Connect the M/S communication port between the batteries. Connect the grounding cable between the batteries and the inverter. Once connected, ensure that it is connected to the ground through the distribution box.